Good morning, guys. It's about 6:30 in the morning. The sun really hasn't come out yet. Well, it has, but it's on that side of my house. This side is shady in the morning. The front is sunny. But anyway, let's get a little bit loud and wake up neighbors. I'm so excited. I spied with my little eyes something that's red. It's my first large. I've been picking cherries, but I haven't had like my heirloom tomato, my big tomatoes yet, with my heirlooms. And this is the first one, and I want to turn on the water irrigation, but I don't want it to split, so we're going to pick it. There was two. I can't wait to try them. This is a little bit, all right, but I'm going to turn on the water, and tomatoes ripen within from the inside out. So this is right. I don't get riper on the counter, but I don't want it to split when I water it. So yes. So excited. Let's do a garden tour since there's stuff. Maybe there's some more stuff in the back. Let's check. So there's some cherries that I have to pick them out because I don't want any of them to split. When tomatoes are ripe and they get a flush of extra water, they expand. And what happens is their skin is a little bit tougher than the flesh inside, and it swells and then they crack. So before a big rainfall or a large watering, a deep soaking, if you have ripe tomatoes or almost ripe, blushing, it's a good idea to pick them. Learn from my taste test video when all of my orange hats split. So we're picking before I turn on the water. So these are super sweet 100. They're not like red, but these are all coming off because they will split. Actually, I should get a basket, so I'm gonna go do that. So these are the super sweet 100s. This is the big beef hybrid. I see another one almost ripening. I could pick that, but I want it to blush a little bit more. These are red shepherd peppers, purple opal basil. This is regular basil. We have lobelia. We have kale, red Russian kale. These are the micro purple. No, these are the, oh, look at that one. That's a fused blossom. That's golden hour. More purple opal basil. Got some little tomatoes over here. These are the micro browns. See the splitting? You gotta pick them when they're ready. But sometimes, oops, I lost one. I'll leave it. Volunteer tomato plant next year. Micro brown. Some more golden hour. what you want to do is pinch the tops off so the plant does not go to flower. Pinch these tops off. And what will happen is it will bush out, because see these little petals, they will turn into another set of leaves, so it becomes more bushy. So if your plant is tall but you want it more compact and bushy, just pinch it down to the next set of leaves. Use scissors. Do as I say, not as I do. Well, that's another flower starting. I'm going to pinch that. Now these leaves will turn into a plant, like another grouping of leaves. But I wouldn't waste these. We'll use these for dinner tonight. When they're cooked, they're all right, but for fresh eating, you don't want it to go to flower. This is a Berkeley tie-dye tomato. You could see the tie-dye happening. I can't wait till it's ripe so I can see what it looks like. We have some dill flowering. I let it flower. We don't use dill very often, but I love the blooms, and the pollinators absolutely love this. When you want to pickle, you don't want to use these closed blooms for pickling. You could use them and the fern leaves, but the intense pickle flavor comes from the pollen. So this is perfect, perfect, perfect to make pickles. This one here is a purple rain. I can't wait for that to come out. This one here is a clementine. It's only put out 3 tomatoes. 3 tomatoes so far. There are some blooms for more tomatoes to come. My opinion so far on the clementine tomato, so far it's not a very productive tomato, but it doesn't take a lot of space because it's very slender, and the branches are slender compared to some of the larger tomatoes where the branches reach out a lot and take up space. And when you're in a small garden bed like mine, you want to maximize every square foot. So even though it doesn't produce a lot of tomatoes, you can plant more. So a large, say aroma, needs 4 square feet. A regular heirloom, minimum of 2 to 4. And these plants that are slender, since they don't take up very much room, you can plant 1 per square foot. So you can get 2 tomato plants into 2 square feet versus 1. So you try to maximize your space. We have more dill here. I picked the jalapenos from this one, but there's more flowers. The more you pick, the more it will produce. So don't be afraid to pick your fruit. Look at this one. Look at that pepper. It's striped. That's a Japanese pepper. Aiko pepper. There's some more Aiko. So they start lime green and then they turn to this wonderful purple tie-dye color. Lovely. Over here are my carrots. Aren't they pretty? I just love carrots for the foliage. It's so pretty. This is a snacking pepper. This whole row actually is snacking peppers. There's one right there. Those little ones you get in the store in the little baggie. We got more beautiful blooms on the dill. We got some tomatoes here. I have no idea what they are. Absolutely no idea. I think they're aromas. To be honest, we'll see when they ripen. I'm gonna pull out actually I'm gonna leave these. There's really nothing around it. Those are eggplants, but they're very tiny to be producing what you call it? Eggplants. It's flowering. Over here are shishito peppers. They're Japanese frying peppers. You blister them in a cast iron pan with salt. Delicious, and then you dip them in an aioli. Oh, fantabulous. This escapee comes from over there. That's a cantaloupe. That's a cantaloupe plant that's going where it's not supposed to. I planted more fall carrots here. We have some. So this plant here is called a Sergeant Pepper tomato. It's purple. I'm gonna give you a close up in a minute. It's quite gangly, and you might think, oh my goodness, what's wrong with this? What's wrong with this plant? It's quite gangly. Oh, we got two squirrels fighting over there. Literally, squirrel. Hi, hi, squirrel. Hi. He froze in his tracks. Hi, squirrel. He's scared. There's two of them. There's that black one and the gray one. There's a black one and there's a gray one, and they're fighting. Oh, my bun came out. Anyway. So it's quite gangly, and you might think, oh my goodness, what's wrong with this thing? But I guess it's just a gangly plant. And that's kind of okay in a small garden because it doesn't take up so much space. It doesn't take up so much room. Like some of them are very bushy. Like I'll show you that tie-dye tomato. It's quite bushy. See, this whole thing is this tomato. It's very bushy. It takes a lot of air space. But this is quite gangly, so it takes up less space. I'm going to show you actually, so I'm going to turn the camera around. See how gangly it is? It's not very bushy, big space between branch to branch. And it doesn't really produce a lot of what you call these things in the armpit. I want to call them armpit arms, but there's not runners. That's beans, people. That's beans, Marianne. Oh, Robin, I'm getting distracted by the morning wildlife. My brain. If Marianne, editing Marianne, remembers, can you insert it here, please? Thank you. So anyway, look how beautiful these tomatoes are gonna be. We got another escapee here. This is the cantaloupe. We'll go over there. It's in the corner. I have this little trellis thing, and I have a type of mini watermelon. I think it's the Diana, and I have a Hale's Best Jumbo cantaloupe growing, and I'll show you. So these are the watermelon leaves. Watermelon leaves look like this, and this cucumbers and cantaloupe all have this leaf type. So this is the cantaloupe. I don't see any, so I'm going to show you. This here is a male flower, and it's just the flower. Now I'll show you a female. This is a female flower. It has that little bulb. Let me see if I can focus for you. That little bulb, I'm gonna circle it for you. That little bulb, that's where a cantaloupe will grow. So that's a female flower versus a male flower. Big difference. So bees have to go from the male flower, and they have to come and pollinate the female flower when they decide to open. So it can be quite challenging. We'll see how many cantaloupe we get and how many watermelons we get. This cantaloupe is deciding it wants to go that way. Instead of, I kind of wanted it to ramble over here and climb up here. We have some more cherry tomatoes here. This is that Italian heirloom that I planted. I think I chopped up the top because I don't know where the top of this plant is, but it has some tomatoes. So I hope in these will grow. It's so heavy, like super heavy. So I gotta tie it up. I gotta tie it up because it's super heavy. So I gotta tie it up because it's like super heavy. It needs to go up like that. I hope they ripen. It's a shame. I must have trimmed it off by accident. Oh, guys. Look. Ooh. My Italian heirloom's ready. I gotta tell my husband tonight. Oh, I'm going out for dinner. Maybe for tomorrow dinner. I need him to go get some guys, I haven't had my morning coffee yet. I just came outside right away when I saw through the window the red tomatoes. My brain is blank. Burrata. I'm gonna call my husband to pass by the cheese store and get burrata because we're gonna have these with burrata. Mm-hmm. This is a pineapple tomato. This is a pineapple tomato. It's not ready yet. These are Lisa peppers. I'm gonna show you in a second close up, but they're supposed to be the sweetest peppers in the entire world, and I can't wait to try them. This is Sweet Alyssum. It smells like honey. Beautiful ground cover, drought resistant, low maintenance. I'm growing this every year, and the pollinators love it. We have bell peppers right there. I hear squirrels. These are the Lisa peppers. Look how cool they look. They have like a point. Can't wait to try that. This is Jimmy Nardello. We have some basil. That's lemon basil. Oops, my finger keeps going out of focus. But that's lemon basil over there. This here is a shepherd pepper. Behind it's another shepherd pepper. These are my father-in-law chili peppers. Ooh, I see a red one down there. I gotta grab it. Rose pepper. Those are those lunchbox peppers that you get at the store. Right now they're green. We have some ripe yellow. Now I don't know what kind of these are, because these are not golden hour, or if they are golden hour, then they got seeds mixed up with the other ones. So I'm gonna Google what golden hour looks like, because this is supposed to be a golden hour. This is Arctic Rose. We have, oh, so that might be white Russian kale. This is the red Russian kale. This is purple rain. This whole row here is all purple rain. This whole row is purple rain.
We have some more flowering dill, which I love to see. I just love it. We got some orange hat. Guys, it's coming in. Coming in fast now. I got more tomatoes than I can eat. I'm gonna give some away. Some of these. Already? I'm gonna do water, so I don't want anything to split. So they're kind of like tucked in back there. Look at this funky one. Ha! Looks like it has bunny ears. This is a fused blossom when two blossoms merge together, maybe 4 blossoms merge together. Still wonderful to eat. It's just conjoined twins. See, these are hard to tell. See how it's red? But it's so dark. It's hard to tell. You have to like touch it. Look, some more conjoined twins. Look at this one. Swiss chard. Looking good. I'm gonna peek around. The fun thing about harvesting is that it's like a treasure hunt. I got a snacking pepper. You see it right there? This is golden hour. I gotta do like a little currants. So they're so tiny. Look how tiny they are. Super, super tiny. Compared to a regular cherry. Look, they're half the size, but they're so savory. Such strange. All right, the green stalk has been harvested. I want to harvest the carrots because I want to put something in its place. I'll show you. These are dwarf snap peas. Now, there's dwarf snap peas. They're only going to grow like 6 to 8 inches tall. So they're going to be tiny little bushes full of peas. So it's perfect for the green stalk. The variety is called Tom Thumb. And yes, you can grow it in a flower pot. A little one like this. All you need is a small flower pot and you can grow peas right on top of your patio table. You can grow food no matter where you are. Now I see carrots poking on out of this green stalk, so we're gonna pick some. Can you see there's carrots poking out? So let's go and pick some. Over here, I planted a zucchini seed, just the seed, and it's a flower pot. Because yes, folks, you can grow zucchini in a flower pot, and we have plenty of days until our last frost. It usually only takes 50 days from the day you plant the seed to get your first zucchini our first frost is not till after Thanksgiving, so there's plenty of time to grow zucchini. Guys, carrots! Woohoo! Isn't it awesome to grow your own food?
My carrots are definitely the comedians of my garden.
But look at the harvest for this morning. So thank you, friends, for joining me today while I pick my morning harvest very early in the morning. The sun is just starting to peek up over the house. You can see the glow there. It's a perfect time in the morning to be in the garden because it gets really hot in the afternoon. So I try to do my gardening either early in the morning or later in the evening. It's much cooler. And that's when I like to water, because when you're watering in the middle of the day, when the heat is really hot, that it can kind of stress out the plants. So I want to water them first so they have the energy and the strength to weather the midday heat. But thank you for joining me today while I harvested and sharing my joy with me with these wonderful tomatoes. Thank you for sharing in my joy. Take care, friends. Love ya. Bye. Mwah.